Flu season is here, and so far in New Mexico, we're pretty much only seeing H1N1. There have been 12 deaths and more than 200 people hospitalized because of it. Now, a swine flu vaccine is slowly arriving in doctors' offices, but many are wondering whether they should get vaccinated or if they are at risk. And joining us this morning to help clear up some of the confusion is Dr. Howard LeWine, MSN's health expert and chief medical editor. Doctor, thanks so much for being with us today.
My pleasure.
All right, let's get right to it. If you had to tell people one thing about the swine flu, the H1N1, what's the most important thing to know?
Get vaccinated as soon as you can. There's plenty of vaccine that should be available. It is going to take some time, as you said, to get it out to all the communities and the health facilities. But when you can, go for it.
Okay, so parents that have little kids that might be at risk, you're saying don't worry about side effects from this vaccine. Go ahead and go for it.
I know people's concern. They're thinking, gee, this is a brand new vaccine. But in reality, it's made the same way as H1N1, as other seasonal flu vaccines have been made right along. The process has been the same. Manufacturers haven't used shortcuts, and the FDA has made sure that they followed all the necessary steps.
Aside from getting the vaccination, is there anything else people can do? We've heard a lot about washing hands and that. Is there anything else people can do to, cut down their risk?
Yeah, I think it's the same thing we want to do to stay healthy. That is, we want to try to get proper rest, eat well, get regular exercise, those kinds of things that are going to keep our immune system strong. In addition to that, hand washing is really a key, and whether you use alcohol-based cleansers or, good 10 to 15 seconds underneath the faucet, that's going to help a lot in stopping the spread of this virus.
Of course, originally we heard that people who had underlying health conditions were most at risk, but we're also hearing about people who are very healthy, and I think that's one of the scary things about all this.
You're absolutely right. The people who do have underlying risks and who have chronic health conditions are going to be potentially in trouble if they do get this virus. But it's really the young, healthy people that we worry about. They haven't seen anything like this virus in the past, so they have no natural immunity, and when they get hit, they could get hit hard. Now, not to scare people, because still most people are going to get over it pretty quickly, but we don't know who it is that's going to get sick.
And before we go, I know there are online tools that people can use to help find out more.
Yes, at health.msn.com, again, health.msn.com, Harvard Medical School faculties collaborated with MSN to provide that kind of up-to-date information about H1N1 and the tools you need, and specifically to answer those concerns that people have about the vaccine.
Dr. Howard LeWine, thank you so much for being with us today. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure.